Hi everyone, welcome back to my classes. So, in all your some previous videos, we have seen what motion, graphical representation, so and so. Now, when you hear about motion generally, an important thing you are learning will be this, or hearing will be Newton's laws of motion, right? Now, in our class today, we are going to discuss Newton's laws of motion. And as you know that you are having Newton's laws of motion, there are three laws of motion, out of which the first law of motion we are going to discuss it today in our class. Now, first law of motion, sometimes you can see it as law of inertia. Now, as I told you in the very first class, in the basics of motion, we all are very interested in traveling. Majority of us, right? So, when you are traveling across, you might have seen this board somewhere or other, right? Or this is going to be a law in our country, wherever we are. That is, whenever we are traveling, we have to wear the seat belt. Now, apart from being a law, have you ever thought what will be the scientific reason behind this? Or to get another example, see, as you can see here, whenever you are traveling, let's suppose you are traveling in a car at a speed of 80 meter per hour or 80 kilometer per hour. Now, you can see a wall here, right? So, as you see in this small clipping, as the vehicle is moving and hitting the wall, the vehicle will be coming to rest, but the person inside that will be falling like out at 80 kilometer per hour itself. So normally with accidents, this is very familiar to you, right? So have you ever thought why the vehicle has stopped, but why the body or the person inside that vehicle is moving with the same speed? What can be the reason behind that? Now, before going into the reason, one thing I want to say, the heading is Newton's first law and you. But always remember, whenever driving, wear seat belt. That is very compulsory. Don't drive without wearing seat belt. And one more thing, don't drive without license also. Since the heading is you given there, don't think it is for you to drive. As long as you don't have the age to have the driving license, don't drive the car and don't drive without seat belt also. Now let us see what are the reasons for these two conditions, whatever I have given to you now. Now it is very well explained by Newton's first law of motion. That is, see, whatever bodies you are having, you have already learned what is motion, what is rest, isn't it? So whatever bodies are in motion, always they are having a tendency to be in motion itself. Or whatever bodies in rest, they are having a tendency to be at rest itself. Say for example, see, if we are in an idle state, as long as we don't have a force to learn something or do something, we will stay as such, isn't it? So always every objects, they are having a tendency to be in a state whatever they are at till that time. Or if you're getting a external force, maybe in case of learning, it can be a small inspiration from your teachers or from your friends, or maybe a force from your parents, then you will start learning, some students, isn't it? So like that, every object is having a tendency to be in a state whatever they are. So that tendency, you call it by the word inertia, right? Now here again in the figure, you can see two examples. These are also very familiar situations to you. That is, whenever you are in a bus or in any vehicle, it is at rest initially and suddenly it is going to start. You will always fall backward or move a little bit backward, right? Now suppose you are in a moving vehicle, a bus or whatever may be. A moving vehicle, if the driver is going to suddenly apply a brake, automatically you will fall forward. The bus will stop, you will fall forward. So this is due to inertia, right? So in the first condition, when the bus is at rest, you are also at rest. When the bus suddenly starts, your body is having a tendency to be at rest itself. That is why you are falling backward. And the same case with a moving bus also. When the bus is moving, your body is also having a tendency to move along with the bus. Now, when the bus suddenly stops on applying brake, your body still will continue to have a tendency to be in rest itself. That is why you are falling forward. You can get it through the same examples here also, right? When the vehicle stops here also, your body is still having a tendency to move in that 80 kilometer per hour itself. That is why you are falling forward. And in the first example, whatever I have shown to you here, what is the purpose of scientific reason for wearing a seat belt? See, in the second example, if you would have wore a seat belt, you would have not fallen. You are protected, right? So it is always secure, or it is always a high security to wear seat belt whenever you are traveling. Now, to make the concept more clear, let's do an activity. Okay, now to do this activity, what you need is a glass, a cardboard piece, and a coin. And let's see how this activity is going to work with this. Now, for doing this activity, you are going to take a glass and keep it on a horizontal surface. After which, you are going to keep a cardboard on that and the coin over that. Now, after that, you kick away the cardboard alone. You can see the coin falls inside the glass. Now, while doing that activity, see, you have not touched that coin, or your coin is over the cardboard. Even then, if you are going to kick away the cardboard, the coin is going to fall inside the glass itself. The reason is that the coin was at rest and it is having a tendency to be at rest itself. And that is why when the cardboard has been clicked out, the coin wants to rest there itself, and since there is no cardboard there, it straight away falls it into the tumbler you have kept it there. Now, this is what is inertia, and that is only what the Newton's first law of motion states. That is, an object at rest will stay at rest, and an object in motion will stay in motion at a constant velocity unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. And hence, from the first law of motion, we are coining a new term, that is inertia. Now, inertia, it is defined as a tendency of an object to remain in its state of rest or of motion. Now, as you see in the figure here, a heap of pumpkins are kept there. Now, if you don't touch anything, it will stay as such. But if you try to move in between a pumpkin from in between somewhere, you can see that the pumpkins will start falling down from the heap, right? This also shows that pumpkins, whenever at rest, until you apply an external force, it will be there in rest itself. So many examples you can get it from the daily life. Now, Newton's first law, you can apply it in your life also. That is, you can be adaptable in your life, isn't it? See, in our life, so many conditions will be there, so many situations will be there. We also have to change our state according to the life situations, and we have to become adaptable in our life. We have to accept according to the situations, and we have to change ourselves, our state of rest or motion in life, our vision in life, and we have to achieve our goal, for which we have to be changing life situations, and we have to become adaptable in our life. See, so many examples now I have given you. Now I'll give you another situation for you to check your understanding, right? See, when you are seeing the television, when you are near sports day, even the athletes are running, will they be able to stop exactly at the ribbon point or the finishing point? No, they will cross the ribbon and will run for a little bit and they will stop. So I hope now you will be able to explain why an athlete runs beyond the finishing point. Just try it. So this is all for Newton's first law of motion. With this, we are winding up today's portion. Thank you. Stay safe.